We're on a road trip today over at Warren, Indiana, and I'm with Dave Bradford. And Dave, I've known you a long time, and as long as I can remember, you have a love for old tractors, old farmer equipment. That's what you're about.
Yeah, that's right, Ray. I don't know. It started out maybe as a kid. This tractor here, it's the one I grew up on. I like all old stuff, all kinds of old tractors and equipment. It's just, it's amazing to me, you know, how old some of them are and how long they've lasted. It really is amazing. They built them to last back then, you know.
This old tractor we're sitting on, you've had a long association with.
Yes, my dad bought it new in 1944. He took delivery on it in January of 44. It is a 43. It was shipped to Marion. He bought it from Ed Craigbaum Farm Equipment in Marion, Indiana.
Out east on 18.
Yes. Well, at that time, Ray, they were downtown, down by the Pontiac dealer.
Well, Dave, this tractor was kind of special when it came in to the Craigbaums.
Yes. It was the first one during the war shipped in on rubber. Rubber was a high commodity during the war because of the oil usage. When Dad took delivery on this tractor, he had a choice. He could either have the hydraulic lift or he could have starter and lights. He took the hydraulic lift, and then 2 years later, Ed called him and said, "Bernard, bring her in. We've got the stuff converted over." So they converted it over to battery ignition, put starter, generator, lights, the whole deal on it then.
6 volt?
Yes, oh yeah, it was 6 volt back then. It's still 6 volt today. I want it original.
When you put cultivators on a tractor like this, it was half a day job.
Oh yes, sure was. Of course, back then we were 38 and 40-inch rows. The rear wheels had to be slid clear out, and Dad always took the weights off so we wasn't compacting the ground. It was a big job to put them on.
And right here it is.
Yeah, sure is.
He'd be proud to see it in this condition, would he?
Yes, he would. You know, Dad passed away at an early age in 1981. I purchased it from my mother and redone it. I've had it ever since.
You're very active in a club, the Warren Tractor Club.
Yes.
And anybody that's interested in old tractors can really be a part of that.
Oh, sure. We welcome new members. The Warren Antique Tractor Club was formed, I could be wrong on the year, I think 1992. Our membership has increased a lot, and we don't, we're not a pushy bunch. You come and you don't have to have one painted to bring it in and show it. In fact, we like the original tractors. Hey, there's Tim Beeks. He just walked in the door, Vice President of the Warren Tractor Club. Would you like to meet him, Ray?
I'd like to meet Tim.
Great.
Every year over at Warren is really your big tractor show. What weekend is that?
That's the 4th of July weekend. It's usually from a Friday through Sunday. We have different things going on during the show. We have thrashing, corn shelling. We do have a baker's pan that we do run from time to time. This year, I believe we've got some cracklings being made. It'd be interesting, be the first time for us for that. Just people talking, wandering around and looking. Then just asking questions.
I heard they have the best ham and beans in the world there.
Oh, Bob's beans are good. Absolutely. They are worth coming for.
And they can just come and walk around, and you're seeing this equipment operate.
Yes, it's free to everybody. Wander around, see what you want to see, ask questions. You might get 2 or 3 different answers, but you can ask questions.
And that's located east of Warren, right on 218?
Yes, it is. Right across from the Daughtry Company.
Tim, you like the green ones as well as the red ones?
Yeah, I do. As a kid, we had everything but the green ones. And the green ones they've got a sound. In the old river bottoms where I was around, we knew what the neighbors were doing, when they quit, just by that sound. But they're all good. But some of them have characteristics that stand out.
You knew if your neighbor was getting out there before you were.
Oh yeah, we knew when lunchtime was because the noise would stop.
Dave, what I think's great about your tractor club is the families. And in your case, 3 generations, son and your grandson, and you've already stated someday this tractor is going to be your grandson's.
Yeah, I sure hope so. I'd like to pass it right on down. It's a special one. So
This tractor was your dad's,
yes,
and someday it's going to be your grandson. That's 4 generations.
yes, and time lasts long enough. Maybe he can pass it on himself.
That's wonderful.
That's what it's for.
Ashley, you have a love for these old tractors also?
Yes, I do. Yes, I do, Ray. I've been around, of course, I've been with Dad all my life and always been around old tractors, old equipment, and I just enjoy it to its fullest extent. I really do.
The wonderful thing is you can spend quality time with your dad and your son and do this together.
Yes, along with real good friends, too. Along with real good friends. Everybody in our club is real good people to be around.
You got any projects you're thinking about in the future?
I would like to do a restoration on a tractor in the future. I haven't had time or the space to do one yet. I've thought a lot about even doing a Super H. Instead of maybe a straight H, do a Super H. That way, kind of got a pair of them.
Your son, Jesse, this really is your tractor, isn't it? Tell me about what you like about this red tractor.
Driving it and maintaining it, yeah, and keeping it looking nice.
Being able to show it, right?
Yeah, and being able to show it.
Other farm equipment you've fixed up and got going?
Yeah, sure. I have an old corn sheller. It's a Minneapolis Moline. I like to say it's an international, but I done a lot of work to get her back where it'll work, but we have a good time with it at the show every year. We always go and pick some ear corn in the fall and keep it all year, and 2 or 3 of us has got corn pickers, and we go in and pick the corn and just make a day of it.
We worked together real hard the last couple of years, and you brought the Warren Tractor Club. Got the guys interested in bringing old tractors to the Flying Cruise Inn, and wow, did you make our show. We really appreciate that.
Well, I tell you, Ray, we as a club have really enjoyed coming over to Marion. It's just a great time. I don't know why I haven't been there before. We've really enjoyed ourselves. We'd encourage everybody to come. Everybody that can, that got an old tractor, and join in with us.
Well, this has been a great road trip today. We've been with 3 generations of Bradfords, and you can see the Bradfords and this tractor and many others at this year's Flying Cruise Inn.